Good day and welcome in this third DCS video tutorial. Today I will explain you how to line up the INU and how to enter navigation points. Remember, on the previous video I described you the PCN and the PSN. Today, practice. This video will be a bit complicated, so I truly suggest you to take a piece of paper and take some notes. So first let's get inside the cockpit. I will also explain you the different functions of the real Mirage 1000 and here on DCS. There is some differences, I will tell you about this. Anyway, first I've got to provide ground power. Why? Because in the real life you cannot line up your aircraft using only the battery. In DCS you can. So I just asked for the ground power, and as you can see here I've got two instruments powered up, and here we've got the TR, the transformer, is functional. The TR transformer role is simply to turn AC power into DC power. I'm on a highway. Sorry. So now I've got to start the external light to inform the ground crew that my aircraft is powered up. That's what the Mirage 2000 pilots does, all the French pilots does. Anyway, now we are going to review one mode. Remember, on the previous video I explained you the different kind of modes here. I do not tell you much about the standby mode. I just explained you that it's this function provide power to the PCN and to the INU to enter navigation points and to modify them, but it does not provide power to the gyroscopes. That's the mode used in real life to set up navigation points. So that's what I'm going to do right now. Now, all we have to set is on the PCN. So first we've got to set here the rotator to ALT to set the altitude of the aircraft. We will just have to set the coordinates of the aircraft, and we will be good to line up the aircraft. So to set the altitude, first we've got here on the left screen the altitude in feet, on the right screen the altitude in meters. If you modify the altitude in feet, it will automatically resolve it in meters, and opposite, if you set altitude in meters, it will automatically resolve it in feet. Also, we have here plus, indicating that the altitude is above male sea level. So, there is three methods to know the position of your aircraft and the altitude of your aircraft. First one is to use the kneeboard. Actually, I'm on NTTR and it's not functional, but in the Gamma version of DCS, main version of DCS, you use the kneeboard. On the first page you have the sets for the burst of your rockets, the if my memory is good, you've got the laser codes for your GPU and the presets for the countermeasures. On the second page you have the presets of your radios. We will see that in the next video. And on the third page you have the position, coordinates of your aircraft and the altitude of your aircraft. So at the first method. The second method is simply to press F2 to have the external view, and if you check on the bottom left of the screen you have ALT for altitude and POS just after for the coordinates. You can set in your options the altitude in feet or meters. You can set also the position for different kind of coordinates. So the third method is simply to use the external map here, and we just have to use the cursor of the mouse. On the bottom left here we've got the coordinates and the altitude in feet, but that's the coordinates and the altitude of the ground. So for the coordinates you have to put the cursor on your aircraft, and as you can see on the top left we've got the altitude 1846 and the altitude of the aircraft is 1851, which means you have to add 5 feet because of the gear simply. So the altitude of the aircraft. Now on DCS you always have the good altitude, so you do not have to modify it for now. Maybe someday it will be mistaken, so you will have to enter the new altitude, but for now it's always the good one. But for the example we are going to modify it. To modify the altitude for this example, we are going to modify the altitude in feet here on the left, so I just have to click here to modify the left screen, and for all the functions you will enter, you will always enter from the left to the right. So we will have here to set plus or minus above mean sea level, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 numbers for the altitude. That's 6 characters. 1 character here, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 total. So I'm going to set an absolute dump altitude, just for the example, minus 11000. That's it. So as you can see here, we still have minus 11000 entered, and it resolved the altitude in meters automatically. Now I'm going to set the good altitude, so click here plus, then 0, because I have to enter 5 numbers, so 0 before 1851 simply. As you can see here, we've got a number. This number indicates a number of the characters entered. So I've got entered my 6 characters. It's okay. I click here on ENS to insert the coordinates, and it resolved the altitude in meters automatically. That's all for the altitude. It's exactly the same to enter an altitude for navigation points. We will see that just after. Here, I select the rotator here on coordinates, and we will double check if the coordinates are good or not. I'm going to shut off this keyboard. So, first coordinates, north 360291. Let's check on the external view. 3613, that's not the good one, and 46, also not a good one. We are going to check here on the right the coordinates, so west 1150248. And here we've got 1151105. That's also not the good one, so we are going to modify them. First, left. I'll click here to set the left, to edit the left screen. Now I've got to select here north or south. As you can see here, I clicked previously plus or minus. Now I'm going to click north or south. So north 361346. Now right screen here, modifying left right screen. I click here for west 1150248, and it's done simply. All the coordinates used for the line-up functions are to entered in prep 0. Remember, I explained you on the previous video, prep is for the coordinates you displayed here, and the waypoint you select here to view and to modify. Prep 0 is the position of your aircraft. I want to line up my aircraft, so I want to set the altitude and the coordinates of my aircraft. So now we are going simply to move the rotator here on ALN. As you can see here, we've got ALN flickering. We have val for the validation to enter the lineup fully. ALN flickering means the altitude is ready. The coordinates and altitude are set, so I just have here to click to enter the lineup function. Here it's off, but we've got ALN steady, which means the lineup functions is entered. Now, to know where we are about the full lineup functions, we just have to click here on the PSM to status. On status, on the left screen, we've got a countdown here, and also we will have here a number that will appear on the left. First, countdown to reach the next class of lineup. I will talk about the different classes in a few seconds. Here, the number that will appear is simply the number of the class that just been reached. And here we've got a percentage. We've got a countdown, simply percentage, and when we will reach 0, it means we are fully lined up in class 1. So I explained you, I just told you that there is a few classes, 4 classes to be precise. The lower the class is, the lower will be the drift. I explained you about the drift. I will give you more details about it in a few seconds. So the class. So there is 4 classes. So the 4th class will be the first to be reached, but it will be the unpreciser. For example, if you reach the 4th class, you will have about 4 nautical miles drift per hour. And the first class, you will have 0.8 nautical miles drift per hour. The drift, I was quite imprecise on the previous video. The drift is simply because we cannot produce instruments perfectly stabilized. So you will have many types of errors. You will have gyro error, you will have magnetic compass error, you have speed error, etc, etc. I will paste you in the description of the video documents that will describe the different kind of errors. Also, you have in the real life, you do not line up the aircraft while your engine is startup. You can, but you do not do that because of the vibrations of the aircraft. The vibrations will not allow the aircraft to perfectly stabilize the gyroscopes. Also, you do not use that in your life. You advise your ground crew that you are lining up the aircraft for them to be gentle with aircraft, to not move it or be rough or something like that. It will make the aircraft to move a bit, even a bit, and it will fuck up your lineup functions. You also, for the same reason, you do not line up your aircraft while you are loading your payloads. I forgot to tell you about the Alcm on the previous video. Alcm is, as I said, it's lineup functions when you already have the magnetic functions that is set, but the gyro drift you will have is the same as a 4th class. So you will have a big drift, about 4 nautical miles per hour with this function. So my suggestion, depending on your mission, if you are in an air-to-air mission with a very good visibility, you don't really need to be very precise. Unlike for an air-to-ground mission, or if you do not have a good visibility, I truly suggest you to wait for a full class. So as you can see here, the countdown reached 0, and here a 4 appeared, which means I'm lined up in 4th class, and we'll still have few seconds to wait to reach the 3rd class. Also, we have here prêt in French, ready in English, flickering, which means my lineup functions is ready, and the compass is slightly lined up in the good heading. In real life, you will see a difference heading. The heading is quite imprecise. You will have to correct it in a few degrees in DCS. It's not visible. When you reach the 0, you will just see the compass switching instantly to the good position. Anyway, just waiting few seconds and I will tell you more about the different sequences between the different classes. 3, 2, 1, and now reaching the third class. As you can see here, we are waiting 80 seconds to reach the next one. There is different kind of seconds. So, sorry, different kind of sequences. The first sequence to wait to reach the fourth class is 260 seconds. 4 minutes and 20 seconds. You have to wait 4 minutes and 20 seconds to be lined up in fourth class. Then you have to wait 80 seconds, 1 minute and 20 seconds to reach the third class. And you also have to wait, as you just saw here, 80 seconds to reach the second class, so to pass from the third to the second class. And after that, you will have to wait 1 minute, 60 seconds, 1 minute. You have to wait 1 minute to reach the third class. Sorry, the first one. Ha! My English is very bad. So, the total of the fully lined up function is 8 minutes. And as you can see, we reached here a second class, 1 minute to wait. Now the last feature that is not functional, just to say, I made some tests and I did not see any trouble. If you line up the aircraft engine off or on, you will not have any drift. So for now, it's not functional. It's a real feature. Pilots did not line up the aircraft while engine is startup, but here in DCS it's not working. The last thing I just want to tell you is, well, actually I forgot what I just wanted to tell you. It's not very important. Anyway, maybe I will remember this. So, as you can see here, the countdown disappeared. We reached the first class, and after a quarter of a second, it's disappeared. We reached 0 here percentage, which means the aircraft is fully lined up, and here is ready, steady. And I remember what I wanted to say. In real life, you can line up your aircraft twice to be even more precise. It's not working on DCS. So now I'm just going to set here STS to normal position, and I'm going here to move the rotator to nav position. Now I'm going to enter navigation points. You will see it's as simple as it was for the lining function. First, I've got to select few navigation points. I'm going to select 2 navigation points. So, alright, this one. So what do we have here? I'm going to note on my piece of paper 36, 2251 north, 114, 53, 30. And I'm also going to note the altitude too. It was very easy to remember. It's L2. So now I'm going to select a new one. This one will be great. 3613, 30 north, and 114, 5241. I'm not going to select the altitude. So now I'm going to set the 2 navigation points that I just note in my piece of paper. So first, here on the left, I've got to select prep 01. To do so, we have 2 solutions. The first one is to click here and to select the number of the prep I want to reach. Remember, you cannot reach For example, you did not have entered any waypoint, you cannot select prep 08. It will automatically resolve it to the next prep you can set. Anyway, the second solution is simply to double click. Because, as you can see here, dest is on 01, and if I double click, it will make prep equal to dest. And the same for the dest. So, if I had dest 01, for example, and I've got prep 02, I just have to double click and it would make dest 02, simply. So, now I'm going to modify the coordinates. Left screen, north, 361330. Left, right screen, west, 1145241, and the altitude plus 0 and all 2. That's all we've got to do for the first navigation point. Now we have to set prep 02. As you can see, prep 02, we've got already coordinates, but it's not the good one. It's simply a bug. So do not focus on this coordinates. Logically, it's prep 0. It's 0, 0, 0, all zeros noted here. So let's enter the navigation point. And I made a mistake. Anyway, I made a mistake. I think I did not know the good navigation point. So I've got to go back here and to modify the navigation point. Made a mistake. I know the wrong coordinates. 36251 west 114. Sorry for the delay. 30, and the altitude is good. Yes. Now let's go here. Prep 02. Now north 361330, and then west 1145241, and it's done. That's all for this video. I explained you how to line up the aircraft. I explained you how to enter navigation points. On the next video, I will explain you here. We've got the radio navigation, and I will explain you about the radio communication, simply. Also, I will explain you about the different functions we have here on the PCA with the master arm off, and we will talk on the next video, so on the next video, I will explain you the HUD and the HSI with the navigation entered. That's all for today. Feel free, if you want to ask any question, just let me know. If you like the video, well, you know what to do. If you disliked it, you also know what to do. If you want to help me to share this channel, feel free, be my guest. And until next time, see you, trainee, and have a nice day.